Yo, what's going on? Exercise of the week, arms, everything arms. Bicep, tricep, I'm gonna do a goblet curl, and I'm gonna do a lying one arm extension for triceps. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about some techniques at the end to recover from the workout, and a couple strategies on how to piece the workout body part split together. I love bicep, tricep workouts in one day. There's something incredible about contracting the bicep to failure, getting the blood over here while this is elongating, get to failure, shake it out, and then go into your tricep move where you're doing the opposite, stretching the bicep out and getting the blood in the tricep. There's something synergistic about that. Technically, I can't tell you other than it feels amazing. And your arm is definitely the biggest on a bicep tricep workout. I got a restricted blood flow here. I lost my other band, but I guarantee you if you put that baby on nice and tight during your sets, if you have any issues like rotator cuff issues or any injuries, you're gonna be able to work through those a little bit safer and a little bit better. You're gonna get more of a pump in the arm. And if you did restricted blood flow on one arm and not the other, at the end of the workout, that arm's about a ½ inch bigger, 5/16 to 8/16 inch bigger. And it does put size on the arms that last, not just the pump. So here we go. Let's get right into it. Since my right arm's my weaker arm, I'm gonna put the restricted blood flow band on there, nice and tight. All right, so here we go. On any bicep move, if you turn the lower wrist bones, this is called supination, holding a bowl of soup. During the contraction, you're gonna get a more unique contraction versus just coming up straight up like this. If you bring that pinky edge this way and those lower forearm bones turn this way, it's called supination. On the tricep move, it's the opposite. Pronation. We're gonna extend and turn the opposite way to get a unique feeling and contraction on the tricep. So here we go. This is my last set of the day. I got some balls doing my last heavy set at 70s, and in front of you, I don't want to look like an idiot, but I think I'll get a decent set in. But I did it on purpose because I want you to see what it takes to optimize the last set. 2 or 3 sets to failure, max. Going all out in the 14, 15 rep range first set, a little heavier when you come back, and the 12 rep range, and then when you come back, a little heavier in the 9 to 10 rep range, something like that. Slower technique, slow go technique. Big breath in. Pause. 2. I like to bring it up to the nose and really get a unique contraction in that bicep, probably because you're adding to the supination, but you're bending the wrist and leading with the butt of the palm up. That feels different than keeping the wrist stiff. 5 more. 1. 2. 3. 2 more. You gotta let that air out. Big breath in. The dumbbell's slipping out of the hands a little bit. Set it down, shake it out so you get 1 or 2 more good ones. All right then. So, yeah, that's that. That felt great. All right, so we're gonna go right into the lying one arm extension for triceps. Not a supination, but a pronation the opposite way as we're extending the arm. Like the pinky head up a little bit higher at the top. That's pretty much your top position right there. You can self-spot on this one right here, breathing in. Whoosh. So instead of leading with the pinky up like this, that's no pronation of the forearm, of the hand. Raise that elbow up, get a stretch. Now, it's a little heavy for me at the end of the day, but we'll give it a shot. Drive that elbow up, you're gonna get more of a stretch in the triceps. I'm gonna go 3 more. That's one. That's two. Raise that elbow up, more of a stretch on the negative. Oh man, go, go, go. Last 5-second negative down, 4. Oh shit, angers. Woo! So I went a little bit heavy. I went a little bit heavy, but you understand the point. I should have went maybe 5 pounds lighter, but hey, sometimes you mess up, you just make the most of it. But the one key is as you're coming down on the negative, just a little bit, drive that elbow up, accentuates the stretch on the negative, and then as you come up, you pronate that wrist so the knuckles turn back a little bit like that. And it feels really good. So now, I'm gonna come over here and show you 2 or 3 techniques that are really cool at the last half of the routine. While you're resting between sets, you can do something you can do a few things to optimize the arm workout. One is isometric posing and squeezing. 3, 2, 1. And 3, 2, 1. Squeeze, pose like a bodybuilder for about 3 seconds. Does a few things. It gets a little bit more blood in there. It also syncs up your neurological drive from your head to the body part so that you can fire off that body part better in the future because you're getting more connected to the muscle as you look at it in the mirror, squeeze it for 3, 2, 1. When you're doing it, posing, 3, 2, 1. Squeezing water out of a sponge like a bodybuilders? No, they never pose as hard, as intense as they do on the day of the show. What happens on the day after the show? All bodybuilders know their muscles are sore. It's an isometric contraction. It is an exercise in and of itself. So do them, pose and squeeze, 3 or 4 repetitions for 3 or 4 seconds at a time. It can add to the quality of your workout for any body part. Okay, so that's isometric posing and squeezing. Lacrosse ball, to get out knots or trigger points or adhesions. So lacrosse ball is really firm, put it on your bicep. You gotta find something unique versus maybe a wall doesn't work real well, but this is real narrow piece of exercise equipment. Just put in there and just go up and down. And any spot that feels knotty or hurts, that's a problem. It's not sliding and gliding like it should. You dig into that spot. Oh, and it might hurt. You'll feel the knot. Whenever you feel the knot, you stop and you knead into it for 3 to 5 seconds. Ooh. What is the scar tissue trigger point adhesion? It is an injury that you had a year ago, 6 weeks ago, 6 days ago, or 25 years ago. When you have an injury, what does the body do? If you gouge a bunch of skin out, it starts bleeding and pussing and hardening and scabbing over. Why? The body's trying to send calcium there, other healing agents so you don't bleed to death, and it can start the repair process. Same thing on the muscles, ligaments, and tendons on the inside of your body. That is a trouble spot because that knot, trigger point, or adhesion that is too hard, calcified, it doesn't slide and glide like a regular healthy muscle. So that's a problem, and then the healthy tissue on each side of that knot, calcification, has to pick up the slack, and that strains it as well, and that can be a problem. When the muscles are really hot and warm at this stage of the routine, you can break through those knots and get fresh blood in there and carry that stuff away so that that entire muscle eventually can slide and glide and be healthier. That's going to allow you to grow your muscles more in the future and not have to maybe get a surgery or whatever. Proactively help the body heal. Okay, so now, oops. So I've done that a lot on biceps, but triceps, I guess it's the same thing. I just don't do it as much as I should. You can do the same thing on triceps. Ooh, there's a knot. So you want to knead into it. 3, 2, 1. Oh. You don't want to annihilate it. Get on it for about 3 to 4 seconds a couple times. Okay, last thing. Halfway through any body part, if you stretch the muscle, elongate it while you're resting, get the lactic acid out of there, lengthen it out, because when you're contracting it to failure, it's shortening. so it can lengthen it out and start to get blood in there and make the last half of your workout more productive, and you will be able to get more of a pump and have more amount of time that you can go to failure versus if you didn't stretch that. How do you stretch the biceps? Pretty tough muscle group to stretch. So if you got an edge, you want to put your toes even with that ledge. You want to close the fist and put that ledge right on the knuckle, and you want to bend the wrist and bring the forearm forward and bend that wrist a little bit. So now, once you do that, you don't want stiff wrist, you want to bend it back like that. Now, you take a big breath in first, and I'm taking this outside leg away, and I'm taking my eyes away, and I can really feel it on the biceps now. When it maximizes, you want to stop, and you want to lean your right shoulder forward. 3, 2. Lean this shoulder forward to accentuate the stretch. 3, 2, 1. And then come out of it. Whoo. Shake it out a little bit and do it again. Stretch each muscle group a couple times, starting halfway through the routine. That's going to allow you to get more out of your workout, as the muscles will be more recovered and fresh, get the lactic acid out of there and elongate them. To wrap it up, body part splits. How often do I do this? Anybody, if you're using somewhat close to my system, going to absolute failure, once a week each body part is enough. You can work a couple weaker body parts, lagging body parts, 1.5 times per week. So 1 day a week, I would hit biceps and triceps. I like to hit them after leg day or rest after leg day, and then the day after that is when I like to hit arms. But where you put it's not super important, but the point is that if your biceps or triceps lag, 2 to 3 days after you crush it with 4 exercises, 2 to 3 sets with our traditional bicep tricep workout, you want to tap it halfway with, not annihilate it with the same exercises, but you hit it with posing, squeezing, light isometric squeezing versus power stuff with angles that you didn't hit the 3 or 4 days before. So you try to get sore with squeezing lighter weights, maybe more repetitions with angles that you didn't hit on the first time per week. So there's a lot of stuff there. I hope some of it sticks. I hope you like it. If you use it, please comment below and tell me how you like it. If you got some other ideas that can add value to an arm workout, comment below. I don't care. Agree, disagree, as long as you're respectful. That's how we learn. Let's talk it out in the comment section below. All right, till next week and the exercise of the week, you do have the power to change to make the rest of your life the best of your life.